Well, 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 welcome to another episode of the JAMMY Awards. My favorites from 2019. I'm in a weird mood. A good one, but a very weird one, so just buckle up. Buckle up, buckaroo. I've got some cafe, I've got some water, I have a lot of lifestyle favorites, so this video is gonna include fashion favorites, accessories, travel, home, like cleaning and laundry, snacks, coffee, cooking, fitness. It's a lot. So like I said, strap in because this is gonna be a long one like the other ones were. Okay, if you haven't seen the other JAMMY Awards videos that I did, I will link the two that I've already done below, makeup, and then I did one on beauty, which was like skincare, hair care, etc. So I did want to mention, if you haven't seen my other JAMMY Award videos, that I am raising money for a cause that's important to me. My father-in-law, Matt, Braun, Tyler's dad, has been going down to an area called Duran, Ecuador for 10 years now, which is crazy because it feels like just yesterday. But him and a group of people have been helping the community down there every single year, and they are building a center for something that they desperately need. They most importantly need a medical center and a library. So they are actually in construction as we speak, building this. I'll put a progress shot on the screen right now. And it's so exciting. They're gonna actually call it the Braun Center. And so a lot of the money has been raised, but there was still $13,000 that they needed to supply the library with books in their language, Spanish, but then also to actually furnish it with medical supplies. I'd mentioned this story in the other videos, but there was a 21-year-old living there that helped out in the community. He was just like one of those people that was just like a good soul, you know what I mean? And he came down with an infection, and because they literally have no medical help anywhere near them and no access to it, he had an infection that could have been cured with antibiotics, simple. That's a 10-minute visit to the doctor here where I live. So he came down with this infection that ended up taking his life. And it's just so heartbreaking. And I know how hard that was for my father-in-law because he knew him, and how, of course, hard it was for his family in that community. So this medical center will serve as a place they can go and get antibiotics. I think this is such a worthwhile cause, and it's so exciting. You guys, so many of you guys have had it in your hearts to donate. Thank you so much. It's just so overwhelming. So we'll definitely share progress shots as it gets built more and more, and especially as it's finished. Thank you guys for having it in your heart. Even if you donate $1, you guys, it makes a difference. It really, really adds up fast. As a lot of you guys have said in the comments, if 100,000 of you guys watch this video and everyone donated $1, we'd be way above the goal. That's like, oh my gosh. Thank you ahead of time. I have a link down below to the Donately site if you are interested in donating. It's safe, it's secure, no worries there. I did a lot of research before I picked the site I was gonna use for something like this. Let's get into my lifestyle favorites. By the way, the lipstick I'm wearing, I'll link below. It's a Maybelline one. And I tried it out a long time ago, but I bought a new shade, and guys, I'm digging it. And it's not getting, there's a little bit on my Invisalign, and it's not like everywhere, which is huge. I like this red. It's like boom in your face. Okay, longest intro ever. So let's start with fashion favorites. So I'll start really quickly, my hoops. I bought a 3-pack for like 10 bucks on Amazon. I love them. They don't last forever. It's not like crazy high quality metal, but they're really good, and it's a good size. I have the 70mm size, I think. So I'll link that below. I know so many of you guys have tagged me on Instagram, and I love seeing your pictures of you and your hoops. We're all twinning. Our dog, Pinocchio, squatches at our doors. And Tyler's office is right next to mine, so he's squatching at both of ours. And then we literally just now both opened our door at the same time, like, which room? And he's looking back and forth, and finally decided to go with him because he always chooses him over me. Future Jesse here to say, today he chose my office. One thing I've been way into this year has been off-the-shoulder sweaters. I mean, just like one shoulder, you know, you wear it with leggings, you got your mug of cocoa or coffee. I love that. I think it's such a pretty look, especially with hoops, and it's comfy, cozy. So I have two here. I actually don't know that I can link either. I am so sorry, but it was really more to mention that trend that I was really liking. This one's from the brand Sanctuary. I got it in a trunk club, which I'll talk about in a sec because that is actually a yearly favorite for me. But really anything, like I was literally at Meijer, which is a superstore near me, like a grocery store mostly. And I glanced at their stuff, and I found this V-neck cut little like turtleneck, cardigan style. But I thought, wait a minute, this would totally work. You just kind of pull it off one shoulder. It looks so cute. You can tuck in the front like a little French tuck. So you don't need specific brands for me. Just go look at like any store. And if you can find one, especially if it's got a V-neck, that usually lends itself better to kind of being off one shoulder. I'll see. I might be able to find a link for the Sanctuary one, but I feel like it was kind of overpriced. This will also be no surprise. These jeans from Target, they're under 30 bucks. They're always on sale. So when they were on sale recently, I bought another another pair, this light wash, because I didn't have one this light and I'd been wanting one. I don't have any skinny jeans this light. So it's the Universal Thread brand. They're mid-rise skinny. They also have their mid-rise jeggings. I have a pair of those and those are really good too. So I don't think you're gonna, but the mid-rise skinny is my favorite, most comfortable fit in my opinion. But I just love them. The mid-rise is so nice because you can tuck a shirt in the front and it looks cute, but it's not so high, like a high-waisted where you feel like you can't eat or breathe or think or live. But then the low, I don't like either. So the mid-rise is so perfect. I highly recommend. Another trend I've been loving will come as no surprise to you, pearls, these kinds of things. So I have this, you can buy multi-packs of these kinds of barrettes on Amazon, like if you can't find them in store. But just cute little barrettes that when you wear in your hair down, you just put one in. And I just think they're classy and cute and also somehow trendy right now. Like it's such a good mix. They're also like the larger pins. I recently bought a 6-pack of headbands. I can link below from Amazon of these, which I was wearing, it was my last JAMMY Awards. I just filmed it yesterday, and I love it. It was like a pack of this color and pink and black, and then it also had kind of a more preppy, very different look, but with the same tie. I think these are so cute. So one of my favorites this year, fashion-wise, was Trunk Club. So if you saw earlier in the year, I did a video. It took me forever to make, and if you haven't seen it, I would love your support. I'd love for you to go check it out. But I did a comparison of 3 different fashion subscriptions. So Stitch Fix, Trunk Club, and Daily Look. And the verdict for me was that I liked Trunk Club the best, but it was definitely pricey. Daily Look and Trunk Club were definitely pricier, whereas Stitch Fix, it's a little bit cheaper. But man, have I discovered some unbelievable favorites through the Trunk Club ones that I've just ordered since that video. I do have a referral link. I think you get credit and I get credit. If you don't feel comfortable, please don't feel pressured to use it. I will also link just the regular Trunk Club site. I really like it. And the thing for me that I've realized is, as I've lost some of the like baby weight I had, a lot of the clothes I'd been buying earlier were a little bit bigger, so now they don't fit quite as well. So now I feel like I'm getting to a spot where I'm like, okay, now I feel good in the clothes that I own. They actually fit me now. I'm not gonna lose much more weight at all. I'm at a size I'm comfortable with, you know what I mean? Long story short, I feel like even when I've ordered the box and I only kept like 1 or 2 items, it was still so worth it because you just send the rest back. It's no big deal. As long as you buy 1 item, it will always be worth it because the styling fee that you paid goes towards that item. So anyway, I just love it. It's something that I feel like it's elevated my own personal style a bit because sometimes you go into a store and you're like, I don't know, like you just feel overwhelmed. So it's kind of nice when someone kind of picks stuff out for you and you're like, ooh, like I would never have thought of this. This is something I got in there. The off-the-shoulder sweater is also something I got in there. But this is from Kate Spade. It was kind of an investment piece in my opinion. It was like, I want to say like 50 bucks-ish. But it has my initial and it's called her like 1 in a million pendant necklace. And I have worn this so much. I should have just put it on today, but I went with this. I just love it. It's one of those things that I feel like I can pair it with any outfit. It could be dressed up, dressed down. It's not tarnishing or anything like that. And I don't know what it is. I like the simplicity of it and I've just worn it so much. It makes me happy when I see it. All right, this is kind of a fashion fave. This is one I actually discovered in a Trunk Club. So it's the UGG robe. I got it in this like off-white color. They have a bunch of different colors. This is expensive for a robe. If you click on the link below, you'll be like, Jessica, are you freaking kidding me? But I will say this, I have gone through so many robes. Anyone else, like, they get ripped, torn, you know, because I wear them all the time. Like when I get out of the shower, once I'm dried, a robe goes on as I'm getting ready, typically. And so I use them a lot. I use them to death. It's one of those things, it's kind of like they say, invest in a mattress because you spend so much of your life on, you know, mattresses, you might as well invest in a good one or a pillow. For me, I spend so much of my time in a robe when I'm getting ready. I'm like, I want one that's comfortable. There's something about this that it's just crazy soft. It's UGG, so it's gonna be higher quality. But the sleeves are just fitted enough. They're just short enough where just everything about it feels so luxurious and comfortable. I've only had this for a couple months and every time I put it on, I'm like, I just feel comfortable. Whereas the other robes I've owned over the years, they're nice, they're okay, but not this level. Favorite bra. I'm not gonna show you, I'm actually wearing it right now. I'll put a picture on the screen. It's from Target, it's $15. It's their Auden, it's like their kind of comfortable new undergarment brand, I think. They're lightly lined, what is it called? Lightly lined wire-free bra. I know this isn't for everyone. I know if you're chestier than me, you might want the wires, or you just might be someone, I like wires and bras too, but sometimes I don't. And this, it gives just enough support where I feel good. Like I feel like I'm still wearing a bra, but it is so comfortable, you guys. It's so similar to the more expensive brands that are out there, and I've tried a lot of them that you hear about and you're like, oh, it's like so comfortable. You can twist and fold the bra, but then it's in perfect shape when you unfold it. It's just like those, but it's only $15. I only own the one in this like light blue color. I want to get like a nude colored one to be able to wear under like white shirts. I'm just saying it is an incredible bra. Oh, this is just a random one I probably should have mentioned in the other video. My favorite hair ties. Quick shout out. They're like $3 for a pack of 8. They kind of feel like unfolded pantyhose, if that makes sense, or tights. But that means they're super stretchy. So like it will hold your ponytail up. Now this I actually put 2 in just to really, because I wanted it to be a higher ponytail. You only need 1 though. I literally will never go to any other hair tie. I feel like I've spent so much of my life going through them. These don't break, they don't rip. The only way you need to replace them is if you lose them, which of course I did, so I had to buy a new pack. All right, let's do some home stuff. So where to begin? First of all, I get so many questions about what is the scent that I spray that my husband and I both joke that it makes you smell like you're super wealthy, like your home smells wealthy. I can't explain it. It's the brand Caldrea. It's their Gilded Balsam Birch scent. Now, I always bought mine on Grove. Turns out you can also buy it on Amazon. So I'll link it in both. On both, you buy it wherever, but it's their linen and room spray. So we'll spray it on our pillows and couches. We'll spray it just in the air, carpets, rugs, whatever. You guys, it smells so good. We'll spray this everywhere before company comes over or just when we feel like the house needs a little freshening. It smells so good. Let me. I wish you guys could smell it. It's so freaking wonderful. It's so wonderful. It's a little pricey for a room spray. I mean, you'll see what I mean, but I'm telling you, it's so good. Another product I've mentioned in, I think maybe my November favorites is the Method brand fragrance boosters. I know some people view these as either wasteful, like you don't really need them. I know that, and oh my gosh. And some people view it as, you know, fragrance is maybe not good for your skin if it's on your clothes. We don't typically use these like for Gigi, like our 1-year-old's clothes, but for ours and for our towels, it smells, the smell is ginger mango. I think they have 1 or 2 other scents, but this is the one, man. It's so good. You just pour like a half capful in your washer and it makes a difference, you guys. I feel like the scent lingers pretty well. It's not gonna last a month on your clothes folded in a drawer, but it lasts pretty well, especially on the clothes that you're washing and wearing all of the time. I absolutely love this. Continuing on with like lifestyle kind of kitchen-ish, this was a game changer for me. I've talked about it in a video or 2 before, but it's the Fruit Keepers. My mother-in-law has one too, and she loves it. It's this little container. You can put, you know, berries in it, whatever, and you can rinse them off so they're all clean, but then you can stick it in here so your drawer, your fruit drawer is not getting all wet from the container, and then you can lid it and it snaps in place. And I'm telling you, not only is it nice because then your fruit is clean, you don't need to wait for the container to dry or anything like that because I hate when it gets water everywhere, but it keeps them fresher longer. And I don't really know what it is about it, but I'm telling you it does. And so I just love these. We have 2 of them. They have a bunch of different colors if you wanted to color code it to the fruit you typically have. My favorite snack of the year, I was looking at a few. I am gonna do my favorite clean-ish, healthy-ish snacks video because I've discovered like 6 or 7 snacks that I love that actually are not terrible for you at all and they taste delicious. But this is one, these hip peas, little chickpea puff snacks. My favorite is the vegan white cheddar. This giant bag you can buy at Costco, but you can buy bags of this at most grocery stores. They make you feel like you're eating Cheetos, but they're a lot cleaner for you. And they only have so many ingredients. So they're organic chickpea flour, organic rice flour, sunflower oil, tapioca starch. Yeah, there's really not much to it. And so I appreciate that. I don't feel as guilty when I'm eating them. My toddler loves these and I don't feel as bad giving her these. And so it's just an awesome snack. I need to try other flavors, but I just love the vegan white cheddar so much that that's just what I keep buying. My favorite coffee. This was a newer discovery, but it just, for whatever reason, it just got me, you know? It's the Javalia House Blend. It's a medium ground coffee. I drank this so much during Vlogmas, and I'm still going on it. It smells exactly what I want coffee to smell like. I'm realizing over the years, I don't mind flavored coffee, but I can't drink it every day. But this is just a great every morning coffee that just, it still somehow feels luxurious. I always wait and buy it on sale, so keep that in mind, but I love it. I want to try the other Javelia flavors, but man, this one just rocks my world. Tea favorite, the Tazo Zen Tea. Tyler always makes fun of me because in the evening, he's like, do you want some tea? And I say, yes. And he says, what kind? And I say, Zen Tea. And he says, oh, why? And I always say, because it has a little bit of caffeine, just a little bit. And he always makes fun of me because I always say that. But it does. It has just a little bit of caffeine. It's green tea. So for me in the evening, not late evening before bed, but in the evening, I feel like it's really a nice green tea. It's got a little hint of mintiness, but not overwhelming because I don't like just peppermint tea very much. But there's just something so relaxing about this tea, and yet just it's got a little bit of caffeine. My favorite cookbook still is the Skillet Meals cookbook. This is like a cookbook you can buy on Amazon under 20 bucks. I think it's like around 15. It's all one pot meals. Like this is stovetop chicken macaroni and cheese. It's really good. I just made the other day the Skillet chicken pot pie. Really good. Oh, one of my favorites, the peanut satay stir fry. Really good. Again, I'm planning a video of doing some of my favorite quick weeknight meals. This is like the best weeknight meal book. It's incredible, you guys. We have discovered so many favorites in here. Chorizo skillet. But the beauty is it only uses one skillet or one pot. And that is huge, especially on a weeknight when you're like, I don't have the time. I don't want to clean 4 pots because I got overzealous and made a really fancy meal. So a random favorite, these clear little stick-on things for your phone have been an amazing discovery. You can buy like 5 or 6 packs on Amazon for really cheap, but they have like rose gold ones, silver, black, whatever, but then this is clear. So when you stick it on, whatever your case is, you're still just gonna see the case. But I use this like an insane amount, not only just for holding it so it's not dropping anywhere, but as a kickstand that way, or if I want it to be that way. You guys, you'll put it on and be like, how did I live without this? The biggest downside, and the reason I always think about taking it off, but then I never do because I knew I'd miss the little ring, is that you can't, if you have a phone that charges through like a pad on the back, you can't access it unless I put this like way lower, and even then I don't know if it would work. So that, I'm like, dang it, I can't use that function, but I think I would use this function more than I would use that charging. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just charge it the normal way. I guess. Another random favorite is this travel mirror. I had been using the same travel mirror for so long. Now it's important to me because if you're traveling and you're getting ready and you like, if you're sharing a bathroom there and it's hard to all be in there, like if he's showering and blah, 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 it's so nice to have your own mirror. I had been using the same one, but then I discovered this one and I loved it because depending on where you're getting ready, in a hotel or at someone's house, whatever, sometimes you need the mirror because you're sitting level with it to be more straight up. Sometimes you need it to be a little bit more tilted. It's protected when you travel this way. It's super cushy, but then I can just slide it under my clothes and it doesn't take up any room. This is an incredibly nice travel mirror. Again, I got it on Amazon. I don't think it was crazily priced for how much I'm gonna use this and for how nice it feels. So the brand is Modest. I know they have a bunch of different brands on there. I don't know that they're all created equal, but I will try to link this exact one. My favorite pan. So it's from the brand Analon. They sent us a set of these like 3 years ago. We love them. And this pan, however, is like the one. Like, do you have a pan in your life that you're like, that pan I could use for the rest of my life as my only pan and I'd be happy? I always pull this one out. It's really big so I can make like bigger dishes in it without worrying about it all spilling over the sides. But it's like a non-stick coating, so it like actually is easy to clean up. Like those 2 things alone are all I need. It's like nice, heavy duty. I don't even know if they sell this one individually. I'm gonna see if I can't find this exact one. It's 12 inch. I know I mentioned a lot of products from Amazon. A lot of these you can get in other places. It's just kind of the easiest one to link. I do have an Amazon like storefront where it's a link I always have in every description box of my YouTube videos where you can see my Amazon favorites. I try to update it from time to time. I might need to update it with a few more of these. But when you click on it, I have it all split up into different categories of like home, cooking, baby, beauty, skincare, and you can go through there and see all of my favorites, the exact ones. All right, let's talk fitness real fast. I only have a couple to touch on there. These sports bras from Old Navy / Target. I say that because I'm telling you they're almost exactly the same, but it's this style of sports bra where it's kind of like this in the front and then crisscross in the back. Really simple, really comfy. I don't feel like anything digs into my shoulders because I've had some even like expensive like Lululemon ones that aren't comfortable, you know? This one is from Old Navy. I just recently bought. This one is from Target, C9 brand, and it's almost exactly the same style. I love them both, so I'll link them both, or if you're in store, you might be able to find them. I just think this style of sports bra is great. They've been lasting me well, the Target one's been lasting me all year. This one's newer. They're comfortable to wear. They wash well. They have different colors, which is fun. And I just had to give them a shout out. Another fitness favorite, these shoes. These are an investment. If you run, you have to have nice shoes. I've loved Mizuno's over the years. I used like the Wave Runners a few years ago. I had Brooks before this. Brooks were good, but they weren't my favorite. And it was maybe the style I had. I know there's a million, obviously, different styles. But the Brooks is what I was matched up with when I like went to a running store and ran for them. I'm now this year trying Nike running shoes. And I know some people are like, Nike does not make good running shoes. And then other people are like, no, I swear by Nike running shoes. I don't know. All I know is these have been incredible. I have very, very high arches. Let me just show you. Look at those arches, baby. I have really high arches, and so that can lead to a lot of problems with how your foot strikes the ground. So these are ones they recommend for high arches. It's their Pegasus 36. They're like over $100. I think I used like Rakuten and got cash back, and it was like, when I bought them, it was like something crazy, like 15% cash back. So I was like, yes. Long story short, they have a really cute pair, the same style, that are like light pink and tan. And I'm like, and I toggled back and forth between these, but I went with these because I figure I wear them when I like travel too, just like with black leggings to walk around and sightsee. So I figured I might appreciate them being more like gray and black. I love these, you guys. I feel like I'm floating on clouds as I run. I've had no issues, and I've run about 80 miles on these now since I've had them a few months. You guys, please don't make fun of my hilarious flyaways. I'm battling them today, clearly. Another fitness favorite is, I discovered this year, the YouTube channel MadFit. She has two different channels. I think one is more like cooking, lifestyle, healthy, I don't know. And then her workout one. She is incredible. She does these song workouts where it's like popular songs we all know, like new ones, and she does a workout to it, but it doesn't stop. There's no talking. It starts right away. I will literally do like 3 or 4 of those in a row, and so it only takes me maximum 15 minutes. And I am, A, it's like fun, but B, I am like toast. Like I'm like, and I wake up the next day sore. I'm like, that was incredible. 15 minutes of my life. It's so fast paced. If you're someone that you don't, I don't know, like I get so annoyed watching the same workout videos over and over again. Just go to her song workouts playlist. I will link that playlist below, and just barrel through a few of songs that you like, and you will have a killer workout. It's amazing. Favorite YouTuber, since I just started with MadFit. So a few that were like big to me this year. I have so many favorites. I could do a separate video maybe in a month or two of maybe my top 10 or 15 that I like, don't miss a video, that I watch all the time, because I haven't done that in a while. And A, it's a fun way to share the love. B, I know I would appreciate watching my favorite YouTubers, because odds are if they have a similar style, I would like them too. And I'm always wanting some fresh people, aren't you? You know, I know you're like tired of me. You're like, please, Jessica, anyone but you. One that I kind of discovered this year, and she's got a big channel, is the Anna Edit. She is a vlogger from the UK, and there's something, she's written a book called An Edited Life. It's still on my wish list. My birthday is coming up soon, and I told Tyler, hey, I want that book. She's just a really organized person. I like her fashion sense and style. She likes makeup, so she'll talk about that from time to time. It's a good mix on her channel. And to be frank, she's one of the people that kind of inspired me to kind of open the doors on my channel to stuff other than makeup. So I appreciate that about her, but I just like her. I think she's just low key and chill and likable, and like I would be friends with her in real life. Another channel I re-fell in love with this year is Leanne Says. I watched her so many years ago, and she has two channels, Leanne Says, which is more like beauty and lifestyle, and then she's got Leanne Vlogs, which is more like low-key vlogs, home, blah, blah, blah. I follow both. I watch pretty much every video of hers on both channels. And I just think that she is one of those people that, you know, she's obviously doing well enough on YouTube, and yet she's still herself. She's just herself, and I love her husband. I think he's adorable, and I'm sure he's watching. But I just think their little family and her little doggy is so cute. She's self-deprecating enough. She's a goofball. She's smart. She listens to podcasts, which in my head equates smart. I should listen to podcasts more. Maybe I would be smarter. But again, she's a channel that's got a good mix of stuff. And then this is totally off the beaten path when it comes to like makeup and lifestyle. Flav City. His name is Bobby, and he is like just this goofball that knows a lot about cooking and clean eating when it comes to like ingredients in your food. So like I discovered these and a lot of the snacks I eat from him because he'll go through the store and literally be like, all right, what are the top 10 healthiest things to buy at Costco? Or what are the top healthiest breads to buy? And he goes through the ingredients. He's not looking at like fat and carbs and stuff. He's looking for the most part at what junk are they putting in here? What preservatives that maybe aren't good for you? And he does deep research dives and it's so incredible. I appreciate the work he's doing. He's doing the hard work for us folks. So I love his channel. I had to give that a shout out. I bought his cookbook too. I need to make some stuff from. Okay, let's talk TV shows and then we'll talk books. So favorite TV shows this year for the most part that I've discovered. One that I fell in love with was Schitt's Creek. You guys, I have to admit, when I heard of it and kind of saw the picture, I'm like, oh, it's rich people that like suddenly their money's taken away from them. Okay, yeah, you already know all the jokes in your head. No, no, no. That show, if you have not watched Schitt's Creek, you will love it. I got the good. It's so deeply funny to me, ridiculous to me, and on top of that, absolutely heartwarming where I have just sobbed in certain episodes. It's not like This Is Us type sobbing. I'm talking just like sweet, heartwarming stuff. I have the goosebumps again. It's such a good show. I think they're only doing one more season and I could not be more heartbroken. Another one that took me completely by surprise that I loved was AP Bio. It's got from It's Always Sunny, which I also love that show. But AP Bio, it's, again, absolutely hilarious, ridiculous, kind of akin to Schitt's Creek. If you like Schitt's Creek, I think you'll actually like AP Bio. This teacher, I think he was like a professor at like Harvard or somewhere, and he ends up like losing his job. Long story short, he ends up in Toledo, Ohio, which I think is where he was raised, something like that. Teaching at a high school, and it's one of those, it's heartwarming. The high schoolers are just funny, each of their little archetypes, but then he, you know, hates his job, blah, 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 but of course he starts to come around, and it's very cute, but it is absolutely hilarious. Tyler and I both love that show, so that's another one. They're still filming, so there's more to come, and I love it. A Million Little Things. I really like that show. The first episode is a lot, but stick with it. If you start it, stick with it. It moves way beyond that. And it's one of those shows that I watch when I'm like folding laundry. You know what I mean? It's like my soap opera, if you will. But it's heartwarming in that I love that a lot of their family is really just their friends. And I think there's something so sweet about that they have such a tight-knit friends group as adults with kids and dating and marriage and divorce and so much that happens. I do think now in like the newer season, I'm not all caught up, but it's kind of getting to the point where it's like, okay, there's so much drama in every episode, but at the same time, I just like it and I like the characters, so I still enjoy watching it. Another that I'm loving is The Crown. We have 2 more episodes to finish for this newest season, and wow, I really, really like it. And we love after each episode looking up, okay, like what really has happened in real life with Queen Elizabeth and these people and what didn't, and seeing the real pictures of it. It's so fun. If you're a history nerd, you don't even need to be a history nerd. Where's the sun coming from? You don't even need to be a history nerd, honestly, to love it. It's just so good and it's so interesting to watch. They do such a good job with that. And they definitely toe the line where some of it is adjusted to make it more dramatic or to make it work in their timeline, but a lot of it is true, which is so interesting. For example, did you know that Princess Anne and Prince Charles, who are brother and sister, Prince Charles, who is married to Camilla now, he was in love. I knew that like he really wanted to marry Camilla and then he was kind of forced to marry Princess Diana. I don't know that whole storyline yet, I mean, it's already happened, but you know what I mean. Camilla dated and married Andrew Parker Bowles, who Andrew dated Princess Anne. Weird. Think about that. What a weird love rectangle. So favorite books. I was looking, so I wanted to give a shout out. This is like the longest video ever, Jessica. This is gonna take you forever to edit. Oh my God. One app I use a lot is Goodreads. It's free. It's been around for a long time. I remember using the website back when I started college, like 10 years ago. Oh my gosh. You can create your own like little book list of like what you want to read, what you've read. You can keep your progress on what you're reading on there. I went through what I read, and I have read, like I said, I'm almost through Game of Thrones. I read Outlander, the first book. Those are like really heavy books that I don't know that they were favorites. Like Outlander was really good, and I think I'm gonna read the second book. Actually, I think I already bought it on my Kindle. But it's just heavy. And so I don't know that all of you would like it, but I really liked the book Wild by Cheryl Strayed. I still haven't seen the movie. It's got Reese Witherspoon. I would love it. I just haven't seen it. but the book was so, it was one of those books that sticks with you. And I thought, I honestly started it. It was like free from the library and it was available. So I read it. Like that's the only reason. And it really got me in a way I can't really explain or pinpoint. But it's changed the way I look at, like, we do like to go on walks and hikes and stuff. Nothing like what she does in the book. But there's just so many viewpoints you don't think about and things she thinks about and discovers. And it's, if you're just in a rut and you need a book to read to just kind of get you out of it, read this book and get past the first 100 pages. Another one that's just fun to read, especially if you liked Gilmore Girls, is Talking as Fast as I Can by Lauren Graham. She's the one that was Lorelai in Gilmore Girls. She was also in Parenthood. I've never seen that. She does touch on that, and it was still interesting to hear about. But it's just so interesting. She goes through a lot of her life leading up to Gilmore Girls and then goes through Gilmore Girls, and she talks about how so much of that, the filming of Gilmore Girls, was a blur. And she was like, it's funny because now I look back and like when they did the new Netflix series on Gilmore Girls, like the year in the life, she was like, there was so much I'd just forgotten because it was such a whirlwind. I'd never done anything like that. So you get to the end and then when you come back, you're like, oh my gosh, like this was such a big part of my life. She wished she remembered more. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's so interesting, but her humor is so funny. It's so funny and easy to follow. And you just like, I literally read that book in about 3 days. I just flew through it. Because it's so easy to read and it reads as though you're just talking to her, and that's what I loved about it. So that's just a quick fun read. I think that's it. I'm sure I forgot 10 million things, but I gotta like cut it off somewhere because this video is gonna take forever to edit. But I hope you enjoyed. If you did, I hope you'll watch my other Jammy videos. I am excited for the changes to come on my channel in 2020. I've got so much adjustment. If you enjoyed this lifestyle video, hopefully you'll enjoy my future lifestyle videos that will be coming. If you were curious about more of the changes I'm making this year, I did do a video on my 2020 goals for this channel and for myself and what big changes I am making. I will link that video up in the eye and down below. Other than that, I hope you subscribe. I hope you come say hi to me on social media. It's Jessica Braun in most places. So I will see you over there. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.